PCOS, that doesn't mean you should let it define you. PCOS can't have you, and you can definitely beat those symptoms. Hey honey boo, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who do not know who I am Miss Versatile, the queen who does it all. For those of you who do know who I am, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be really quick on a few tips that you can do for yourself in order to give yourself some more self-love, especially while having PCOS. A lot of women have PCOS, and PCOS is the polycystic ovarian syndrome, and some of the symptoms usually range from facial hair, excessive acne, late periods, bloating, weight gain. So one of the things that I will say that when it comes to self-care with PCOS, the first thing that you need to do is give yourself some grace. You need to give yourself grace because at this point, once you find that you have PCOS, you have to understand that your body and your lifestyle is not going to be the same as everybody else's. Understand that when like a family or friend says something negative to you, or they might say something like, oh, losing weight is so easy, I don't know why you just can't do it. You can explain to them like, listen, I have PCOS. It's not your job to understand what it is that I have, but it is my job, and how I decide to manage my symptoms and the way that I choose to respond to you is completely up to me. So cut off family and friends if they aren't serving you any purpose, especially while you have PCOS and they aren't being supported. Other than giving yourself grace, I would say that it's very important for you to understand that there are certain foods that you cannot eat excessively. For some women, eating gluten and dairy is not good for their PCOS symptoms. For myself, I understand that I cannot eat certain sugary snacks before 12 p.m. because if so, my body will go into a complete lazy state, and then I will also have brain fog, which isn't really good for me because I don't operate as usual, and I will definitely go into brain fog. If you are a woman is experiencing brain fog in the mornings, I would highly recommend you use inositol in the morning, and you can mix it with Bloom's powder, which is really good for you because a serving of Bloom's has all the antioxidants and greens that your body needs. Another thing you can do in order to give yourself love with PCOS is try to find ways to manage your symptoms. I've always said this and will continue to say this. Not every woman's body is the same, and not everybody has the same symptoms. So understand that something that might work for you may not work for someone else, and vice versa. For me, one of the things that helped me manage my symptoms and stay stress-free was going to yoga. Doing activities such as walking outside, yoga, Pilates, or anything of that nature is really good for women that have PCOS because they're low-intensity workouts that also help lower your cortisol levels, which are stress hormone levels that a lot of women with PCOS have. Another thing you can do to express more self-love while you have PCOS is journal. Journaling is super important for me because I've been able to write down my journey from the beginning until now, and it's also helped me reflect a lot back on who I was when I first found out I had PCOS and who I continue to grow into. Thing that journaling does do is help you reflect on your emotions, and it's just really super helpful to journal, even if it's once a day or twice a day or even once a week. Not everybody has a lot of time, so just pick the right schedule for yourself and figure out when would be the right time for you to journal. Another thing you can also do is find support from family and friends. I always say this is very important because when I first found out I had PCOS, I had a cousin that could relate to all the symptoms and everything that was going on with me, and it was very helpful to kind of check in with her and go back and forth. And till this day, me and her always check each other. So Fanel, shout out to you. I love you so much. And we're able to kind of relate on certain things. Family or friends that do have PCOS or are able to support you, I would highly recommend that you find a women's group on any social media platform and kind of find women that have PCOS or share the same symptoms as you, so that you can find someone that will relate to your symptoms and can maybe give you some advice on things that you can do. Last thing that I will say is just take it easy. Take it easy, I mean, like, don't stress. If you are starting to work out while having PCOS, please do research and see the exercises and find exercises that would work best for your body type. One thing I will say, women with PCOS should not be doing high intensity workouts as much, more than 30 minutes a day, proven by studies that have been conducted on women with PCOS. So if you guys have no idea on what to do exercise wise or how to actually start reversing your PCOS symptoms, check out my 6-week PCOS workout guide down below. It includes a 6-week training plan on what exercises to do with PCOS, what supplements would be good for your body, and it also includes a tracker, a goal tracker that helps you write down your goals, and it gives you a daily check-in so that you can be able to track and maintain your goals. Another thing that I've added with the 6-week PCOS workout guide is PCOS 21-day reset challenge. This challenge actually helps you reverse your PCOS symptoms, and it has a lot of do's and don'ts that would be beneficial for you while you have PCOS. If you have any questions in regards to anything that I've said in this video, please comment down below and I will answer as soon as possible. And just remember that just because you have PCOS, that doesn't mean you should let it define you. PCOS can't have you, and you can definitely beat those symptoms. And I'm here as your PCOS girly to give you all the advice and all the tips that I can. Thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you guys on the next one.